Start. Adjustment has become a substitute for administration. Stop. Perhaps the most troubling aspect is that this is not an unforeseen problem. Stop. The same buses are overcrowded on the same routes at roughly the same hours every day. Stop. Passenger demand is predictable. Stop. Authorities know where the pressure exists, yet the response remains remarkably passive. Stop. When a problem persists in full public view for years, it becomes difficult to describe it as an operational challenge. Stop. It begins to resemble administrative indifference. Stop. Para. The contradiction becomes even sharper with the government's smart city e-buses. Stop. These buses were introduced as symbols of cleaner technology and modern urban transport. Stop. Considerable public resources have gone into creating an image of efficiency and progress. Stop. Citizens naturally expect that a government operated service carrying the name Smart City would demonstrate standards higher than those followed by ordinary operators, yet the experience inside often tells a different story. Stop. Para. The buses may be electric, but the operating practices remain unchanged. Stop. They continue taking passengers long after reasonable capacity has been exceeded. Stop. Modern technology cannot compensate for outdated administration. Stop. A vehicle cannot be described as smart simply because it runs on electricity while the people inside continue traveling in conditions that disregard basic passenger welfare. Stop. If the government cannot maintain higher standards in its own transport system, it weakens its ability to demand better standards from anyone else. Stop. This is precisely why overcrowding should not be dismissed as a matter of inconvenience. Stop. It is a question of governance. Stop. Para. Governments regulate passenger capacity for a reason. Stop. These limits are not arbitrary numbers printed in rule books. Stop. They exist because overcrowding increase risk, restricts movement during emergencies, and places unnecessary pressure on both passengers and drivers. Stop. Ignoring these limits on a daily basis defeats the very purpose for which they were established. Stop. Equally difficult to understand is the lack of meaningful enforcement. Stop. Traffic police personnel are visible across the city's roads every day. Stop. Vehicles are stopped for documentation, parking violations. Stop.